I believe it's the 16th of June. 16th of June. It's a Monday or day off. I am here with Tuco beside the river, as you can hear. Hard to describe this. It's the place that is nearest, the entrance that's nearest kind of to the tree. That's where we come. Don't normally come in this way, but it's quite nice at the moment. It's except on the way in I stood on a rock and twisted my ankle. But Tuco's here. He had a nice big drink and he went to the loo. Didn't you, little fella? I don't do many audio vlogs these days, but that's fine. I'm still uploading old ones. I've got as far as April now. What's it all about? I don't play Transport Fever no more. It just stopped one day. I was in the middle of a game and then I just never went back to it. But one day I may try and really fill a map up with lots of things so that I can maybe just record some stuff. At the moment I'm playing XCOM. I've done about 30 missions. Or was it this thing I walked on? Which stone? 30 missions of XCOM. I'm recording them all and I've uploaded most of them. But that's getting a bit easy now. It was very challenging at the beginning, this veteran mode. But right now, it's still fun. So I'm out walking Tuco. Tuco seems to be heading straight back. It's a lovely day. Do you want to go this way, Tuco? Allez. No? Want to see the lapin? The lapin, no? You decide. You decide, Tuco. What way do you want to go? Do you want to go home? I don't care. Strange. I went to bed at, I don't know, maybe 3, and I woke up at midday, and I even went back to bed at some point. I just feel tired. Sometimes when I get up, my legs and my lower back is kind of aching. Imagine I'd been out walking for hours and hours the previous night, kind of wondering if it's not the chair that I'm sitting on. This way? That way? Which way? Want to go this way for a bit? Okay. Yeah, maybe it's the chair. I'm kind of continually slipping off it. I think it's just damaging my back. Not that comfortable to sit in if you're watching something for any length of time. Actually, if you're doing anything for any length of time, because it just slopes to the front. Yesterday, though, I moved the Wi-Fi boxes around. Nearly drove Flo mad. She just loses her head when you make a bit of a mess moving things around. But in the end we put it on a, well, you know, I'm not going to say anything more about it. And it seems to be working better. I haven't had any trouble over the last day connecting. Quite proud of myself just by moving it around like that and putting it higher up. It seems to have helped. I'm now passing the maize crop. Sweet corn. Maize. Oh, it's looking so green. Lovely day today here. It's so much rain, so now it's got like we have lovely blue sky with some wonderful clouds on the horizon and just drifting above. So you've got the blue, you've got the white, you've got the dark greens, light greens. That's to be expected for the middle of June. The lockdown ended for us in May. We've been back now. It'll be 2 weeks come Wednesday. And it's been for me anyway, it's felt like a very straightforward, easy return to work. We both wear visors, which are much better than masks. I don't even realize I'm wearing them. It's very, it's not in the way. We have to space the customers a little bit, which is not really difficult considering there's quite a few days we haven't had any customers, or at least not enough that would give you any trouble with spacing. Although we were busy Saturday. We had Stephen Katz and Rock, and a table of 6 and a couple of tables of 2. I'm cooking mince tonight. Flo is doing an exhibition in Labrian, so she's moving all her stuff there, her organic sculptures. She's got this tree, this branch that she wants to do, and she's got lots of other things. She's on her second trip. I did some shopping and I'm walking Tuco. After that, probably settle down, try and find a Red Letter Media video. My God, I think I've seen most of them. It's amazing how many of those videos I've watched. I'd say, well, over the last 3, maybe 4 months, they've been almost my sole entertainment on YouTube. Otherwise, Flo's in good form at the moment. I don't know how long that will last. I just say that with all sincerity. And things are good, they're really good. But I know when she gets in a bad mood, she's gonna have so much stuff to choose from. She's a doing person. And I guess if she's not happy, she can't just let the days drift by like I do. Funny, when she's in the Connemara talking to customers, she certainly seems happy. Let's have a look over here, Tuco. But who am I to judge somebody else's happiness? Connemara is still up for sale. There's this thought that we've had about this place called the Fringle. And we were both saying it'd suit me. A little counter where I do a selection of 6 crepes. And it's like a boulangerie, there's 3 or 4 tables. And you serve these things over the counter. And that's it, you got very little to do with the clients. I think I'm not sure I'd love any. Love is a strong word. I think if I got something like that going well, I'd be fine with it. I'd be able to handle it. Just a little kitchen place. Serve crepes, sweet crepes, coffee, soft drinks. Maybe we wouldn't do any alcohol. Good boy. What are you kicking up there? Yeah. You want to go on, Tuco? He seems to be in good form, Tuco. I thought he wanted to go home, but no. He's marching onward. Let's go this way, Tuco, and get you some shade. Don't go into the maize field though, because I don't want you to get lost. I guess I feel okay. Yeah, at the moment, just gotta take the good times while they come, you know. By that I mean when you feel, Allez Tuco, I'm going this way. When you feel relatively relaxed and rested, and you're just looking forward to a nice quiet evening, and your mind and body seem to be doing okay, you should just enjoy it. Because everything could change in an instant. Just like earlier on, I walked on a rock and twisted my ankle. It's okay now, but it's the kind of thing you're talking like this and then bang! You've done some damage. Or it's been done to you. I don't know. I finished Red Dead Redemption. All the way to the very end, we killed Mika. And then, I don't think I noticed this the first time I played through, but as you finish the game, you end up getting a load of money from Marston. It's like over $20,000. This way, Tuco. So I've got all this money, and I can now go, I guess, and explore the map and stuff as John Marston. Although at the moment I got about a 300 or more bounty on my head because I went a bit berserk and tumbleweed. Let's go over here, Tuco. We'll go back the normal way by the pylons, won't we? Into the shade. I'm wearing they're kind of blue summery shoes that I forgot about. And they're pretty crap. I mean, they're really comfortable, but they're so light. I can feel every step. Let's go this way, Tuco. This is another exit. Never go this way. Nothing much more to say, really. I said, I guess I'm uploading audio files because I just want to have them there. We started recording stuff all the way back in January. And I'm still doing the odd one now in the middle of June 2020. The year is progressing quite fast. The great thing about being here, I find, is that although it's taken a long time to get into the situation where I don't mind when the summer ends. It's not all about, I can't hate because September is coming and it's like October in the winter. I don't mind it anymore. So I'm kind of happy with the way things are going. But that's just today, and it's quite a mystery, the psychology of a person. Because when you're feeling like this, kind of okay about things, you get the silly idea that it's going to last and that it doesn't matter what Flo's going to say or what mood she'll be in or what happens, I'll be fine. Whatever mood you're in, you think sometimes you can't see beyond it. That's the correct way of putting that. And so I can walk here and say, well, I'm feeling like this. This is the way I'm always going to feel. This is good, but it's rubbish. I don't really have control over the comings and goings of different moods. They may be based on certain types of food I eat. They may be based on certain types of sleep patterns or cycles of the moon. I'm never going to know what they are, no matter what I do. The best thing I could find out is that the mood changes to a bad mood every 4 weeks or something. I think that's as much knowledge as I'm ever going to get out of it. As regards the whys, I don't know. And so although I'm okay now, I am trying to be, and as I set my mind on it, I remember being in Maraval a few weeks ago, and it was lunchtime and we had this omelette and I didn't want any, and Flo made a remark about, Eddie doesn't know any French. And it wasn't just because of that, it was some other thing, but I went out to the garden and I found a secluded space. And I sat down and Tuco was with me and I just felt awful. And I said to myself, the one thing I said that helped was, well, this may be the bridge you're crossing here in order to grow as a person and in order to be stronger and feel better in a few hours. This may be necessary for some promotion coming. And that helped, but I also have to remember it was no small thing. The way I felt, it was really painful. I mean, painful is no good, it doesn't describe anything. To me, painful just describes what happened to me when I twisted my ankle. I don't think the word is any good to describe a psychological kind of downward spiral I was having at that point. Because it's more to do with a bigger question. It's more spiritual, I guess. I began seeing myself sitting in that garden, not being able to really speak to anybody, not having any friends, not having a good command of the language, being totally wrapped up in whatever mood Flo was in, having no clear idea at all about the future, feeling lots of resentment against Flo, and thinking to myself, God, I'd love to just move out. I'd love to stand up and do some kind of grand act. Because I feel so bad at those moments. Oh, a rabbit's going the wrong way. A rabbit is running from the river over to the maize field. It's the first time I've seen that. Tuco, can't be bothered. Hello Tuco, goodbye. Sorry, wasn't calling you. It's just talking. Yeah, and there was another time just a week ago. It was the same thing. When I went through this already on the last audio tape. My mother called, I said some things. There was something about my mother likes to be on her own, Jim liked to be on his own, blah, blah, blah. For some reason it led to Flo going on about she didn't want us to stay together. That the lockdown had somehow showed her how terrible it would be to spend her time with me when we retire. And these things, they have an effect. I kind of struggle to understand how that would work, but in Flo's world, that's the way it is. She just doesn't doesn't want us to go on like that. Anyway, that put me in another downward spiral, and I began walking to the Connemara, and I walked back all the way by the lake to try and clear my mind. And after that, Flo seemed to be in good form, and these things just get kind of, what's the phrase, kicked down the road or something. They don't come into the conversation. I was saying one of the strong points of the good humour me seems to be that you don't really think much further than the day you're in. And a lot of wise men have said that's actually a good way to look at things. You know, one day. I think even Jesus said one day. So I don't know if that attitude brings on the good mood, or the good mood brings on the attitude of there's no need to go further than a day or two, honestly. Bad mood tends to do the opposite. It tends to bring on the whole future thing. Find myself wondering, will I be able to sort out the paperwork from all the work and stuff I did in London for my retirement pension when I'm 68 or something? Right now that seems like it's pointless. It really just seems stupid thinking about whether or not you're going to be able to handle the paperwork in 14 years or something. Nonsense, you know. And the Connemara being sold, not being sold again right now. It's a case of I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit thinking about it anymore. Because Flo goes on about it enough. I don't have to go on about it as well. I just have to try not to get involved in any arguments. I got people coming toward me. I'm going to switch off here. I don't know if there's a dog or not. Wait and see. Tuco! Wait. Bye for now.